With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
If we talk about this question, in this question we are asked that in a synapse, chemical signal is transmitted from. Right, so basically we talk about the neuron, right? So neuron has a function in carrying, right, in carrying the electrical signal, right, in carrying the electrical signal or impulse, right, electrical signal or impulse from from a particular organ, right, to the brain or spinal cord, right, and then the brain basically interpret that information and accordingly responds to it and sends the message through another neuron, right, sends the message through another neuron, right. So sends the message through another neuron, right, to that organ, right. So basically we look at here, so the main important or the three main important parts of the neuron, here we can see the structure of the neuron. So the three important parts of the neuron are basically the dendrite, right, the dendrites are the very first part. These are some branch like structures. Then we have the cell body, right, that basically consists of nucleus and the cytoplasm, and then lastly we have the axon, right. So basically the electrical impulse first enters the dendrite, right, and then from the dendrite, right, it travels to the cell body, and then from the cell body the electrical impulse goes to the axon and travels through the entire length of the axon and reaches the axonal terminal, right, axonal end, right, and then after that the information has to transfer to the next neuron. So in between of one neuron and the another neuron, right, in between one neuron and another neuron there is a gap, right, there is a gap basically which is known as the synaptic gap, right. It's a synaptic gap, or we can also call it as synapse, right, we can also call it as synapse, right. So it's a gap between one neuron and the another neuron, right, or we can say it's a gap that is seen between the axon or axon of axonal end of one neuron and the dendrites of the another neuron, right. So that gap is basically known as the synapse. So whatever be the electrical signal that is carried by a neuron transferred to the next neuron by or from the synapse, right. So in synapse the chemical signal is transmitted from axonal end, right, from the axonal end of one neuron, right, axonal end of the one neuron to the dendrite of the another neuron, right. So we can see this option that this is given in the option D, right. So we can say that the correct option is going to be the option D, whereas in case of the other option it is saying that the dendritic end or one neuron to the axonal end. No, the signal ends at the axonal terminal, right, and then from the axonal terminal it goes to the very first part of the neuron, that is the dendrite. So this is going to be the wrong one, right. Then axon to cell body, it is going to be in the reverse process, and reverse isn't possible, then it is going to be the wrong one. Cell body to the axonal end, so no, cell body is present between the dendrite and the axon, right. So the signal is received by the dendrite and then it is passed on to the axonal terminal, and then from the axonal terminal to the dendrite of the next neuron. So this statement is also going to be the wrong one, so the correct answer is going to be the option D, right.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.